Well, good evening, everyone. 5/1/2020. Made a lot of headway in the last 2 days, I gotta tell you. I ripped everything out, took all this content video and just wouldn't accept it. I guess I did something incorrect, but that's okay. It was pretty moldy. I gave you a video of how bad it looked. Tomorrow morning when I go in, I'll make sure I shoot the video and log it into my laptop because I got power, I got everything I need up there. So I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. However, ripped everything out. I got a lot of aluminum framing. Gonna be able to use that for other things. The floor, once I ripped all the carpet out, is through and through, and it's a facade wood floor look, which is just a vinyl. It doesn't matter because I got soft spots, and once I ripped everything out and got all the carpet out, I found a lot of soft spots, front and back. So we're gonna have to do some plywood repair. Now everything's fixed, everything works. Cleaned up the cabinetry, cleaned up the sink and the whole kitchen area. Had a mouse living in the stove. And underneath, right where the burners are, right where the pilot light is, was all this insulation that it took out of the ceiling and brought it down and made a nest. If I would have lit that, I would have burned myself to the ground. So thank God I found it. Crazy stuff, but a lot of cleaning. You clean it, a lot of drawers, you know. I put the CLR foam spray in there and disintegrated everything. Great cleaner, no bleach, so I was able to use it for all the mold and mildew, and it doesn't stain or affect the fabric or the wood that I'm keeping. The delaminating is continuing because it was locked up and wet. I'm just going to scrape all that. It's just a liner. I'm going to scrape all that off. I could paint the doors and then do like a vinyl, a roll of vinyl that looks like oak or maple or cherry or whatever, and then paint the doors to match. It's, you know, you get creative with these things. And the doors are in good shape. All the cabinet doors and drawers are in good shape. The delamination, well, we knew that was coming. And it's white anyway. And you can always get like a glazing and rub it over any paint you put on there to look like wood. So there's so many options. Got rid of the whole bedroom area, everything. Gutted it. And of course, as soon as I ripped out the one part, all the water that was in the insulation came falling down right down my back. I was like, you son of a gun. So that was a nasty day today. But it's out. And now it's going to dry out. I had all the windows open, all the vents open. I got a busted vent in the center. I got to replace that. I stopped by and got the metal door holders. That worked out fine. And now I got to go back and get a fan blade for the bathroom fan because the fins are all broke. You know, it's little stuff like that that takes 20 minutes to fix. You know, simple little things. The bathroom, yeah, I sprayed the hell out of it. Tomorrow I'll go clean it again. The irony is, you know, you clean this stuff once And people always ask me, why do you use painter's rags? Why do you use these white rags? Because then I go back over it again. And if there's dirt on a white rag, it ain't clean. So there you have it. You got to make sure it's clean. You wipe it with the white rag and it comes back white. You know, you got it. And, you know, we're going to be living in this thing for a long time until I get the house built. You know, and it takes years, especially when you don't have a job. So anyway, got a lot of cleaning done, got everything ripped out, got the carpet ripped out, just ripped it out. No more carpet. And if I was going to venture into removing the carpet on the slide out, it's a little different. I'm still going to have to do something that's got a pliable 6 to 8 inch lead. So when it slides in, it slides over top of whatever flooring I'm going to put down. So got to be careful on that. It's in good shape. It's not stained or anything. You know, it's covered with furniture. So tomorrow's another day. In the last 2 days, you know, I dealt with a little rain. And I got my laundry done, went shopping over at the RV place, got some food for the next couple of nights. You know, I'm counting on getting out of this hotel as soon as possible. So ripping everything out and letting it dry and air out. I got no rain for a couple of days. And tomorrow morning, I'll take another video of the content that's done so far. And that'll keep us all caught up. We're not in harm's way. You know, I mean, everything's pretty much the schedule right now. I got a mound of garbage on this tarp in front of my RV. And at some point, whether it's tomorrow morning, if I get the hair and unload everything out of my truck, which is just a couple of solar panels and some camping gear, I'll put it in the RV, load up all this trash, take it to the dump. They're open till 5 o'clock. So if you do it first thing in the morning, get rid of it all. Better days. Or I could do it on Monday. Did get a confirmation on my unemployment. That's going to work out fine. So now the stress is a little off because I know I'm going to get a little something every week, starting probably next week. I still have a little bit of money held back because, you know, the smart man, whenever you're doing something like this, you know, you could spend $1,200 in hotels trying to set something like this up. So you got to have some money set up before you start doing something like this. A little bit, you know, I mean, 10 grand is not a outlandish number because you got to buy the RV, 2 grand. You got to stay in a hotel. That's 10 grand. You know, you got to buy materials. There's another 1,000. Ticker tape parade just continues. And then you never know what you're going to run into. So a buffer is everything. You don't need to spend it all. Hold it back, you know. Keep some to the side for emergency case scenarios. And, you know, have your gold and silver. And because that's going to shoot up. I was watching a little something last night. And these guys predict $2,700 gold. Well, if you bought it at 14, big win. Is it going to go any higher than that? I don't know. Is it going to reach that? I don't know. But it was good news. So, yep, everything's moving forward. Got clean clothes. Going to grab a shower and some dinner. Get everything ripped out. Tomorrow we're going to start looking at the flooring. I got a lot of plywood I'm going to have to redo. But I don't want to just go in there with skill saw and start plowing. No. There's a lot of wiring, there's a lot of plumbing, there's a lot of everything in the floor. And you got metal ribbing. No. I'm going to drill some holes. Strategic holes, right where the bad stuff is. And then I'll find where the ribbing is, and I'll go from ribbing to ribbing so I can put my pieces in. And then I'll look at clearance. I mean, what are we looking at, you know? 30 foot long, 8 foot wide. If I do that math, I'll have parts left over that I could build something out of, you know? Make a little end table or hide the wiring or whatever. You know, grab my router and make trim out of it. You know, it's not a lot. It's not a lot, you know. 15 boxes of flooring goes a long way. So we'll see what happens. I'm very excited, as you can probably tell, because I'm seeing the end. I'm seeing the end. I got my water barrel I can put in the back of my truck, go get it filled up over at the local little store. They just let me take the hose and fill it up. It's 55 gallons. I fill it up to the next hole. I can't fill it 100% because it's laying outside. But by God, I got my little 1/12. I bought it for like $100 over at Lowe's. In line. Plug it in, pumps that thing down like in 5-6 minutes. 55 gallons into the holding tank. And now that we got the leaks fixed, I got just a plethora of water. And it lasts. So I don't run the generator every day. Everything works off battery. With the exception of the air conditioner, the microwave, and that's about it. And charging the battery. So knowing that I can run my, I can't believe, of course I could run the refrigerator on propane, which I got 2 full tanks, but I just can't believe DC Power is running that refrigerator. And it's cold. I just can't believe that. But anyway, RVs are RVs. The only last thing is a lot of cleaning, as we all know. I don't want to repeat myself over and over again. And I will take new video tomorrow morning when I get out there. And make sure I put it on, lock it in on my computer so I don't lose it again. That was weird. My phone is flashing something red right now. I don't know. So anyway, have a good night. I'll get some more content tomorrow. And things are moving forward. And I'm really pleased with how things are going. So have a great night. It's Friday night. Go have a glass of wine and hug your friends and family and tell them you love them. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.